We need to up our game and shit. We need to do comedy butt naked, right?
Saying his goodbyes. He blew his eye socket off and his eyeball fell out.
White women keep kidnapping us. Y'all seen The Blind Side?
Aren't you glad we have that disclaimer at the beginning of the episode?
It's going to come in handy for this episode.
This week's episode is brought to you by Big Boy Raps. Mention the Voice Party and get $200 off your first graphic rap or color change. Big Boy Raps, where the big boys play.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Voice Party Podcast. I'm here sitting next to the homeboy Black Joaquin, a.k.a. One Shot Joaquin. How you doing, bro?
I'm spectacular.
Oh, spectacular. That's a good word. We got Marcos here. Marcos Molinar. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great.
Fuck the Dodgers, dog. Just want to say that right real quick. Sorry.
Corday didn't want me to wear my Warriors jersey next to him.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, what's up, Corday? How you doing, dog?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. I'm doing 100% good. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
And we got Phil in the ones and twos. Phil, how you doing, bro?
What's cracking, everybody? Making podcasts great again.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker. We got a very special guest this week, everybody.
Yes, we do.
We just saw this man kill it at the San Jose Improv.
Yes, he did.
Last month. That was amazing. Everybody, make it real loud for Ed Black.
Mama made it.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. The drive was nice up here, man. I ain't even like, cause they talk shit about y'all up here.
Oh yeah.
I thought, but it's way nice. So, it's nicer than New Orleans. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen nobody die on the way up here. So
That's good. That's good because sometimes that happens. So, yeah. not out here, but yeah, in the base.
Well, this is Concord still, though.
This is Concord. Yeah. Yes, this is Concord.
It's nice as hell, dude.
Concord's the nice part of the Bay Area.
Oh, you lying, huh?
East Bay.
Oh,
East Bay.
Okay.
No, it's
what's Walnut Creek?
The real nice part.
the really nice.
That's the bougie area.
Walnut Creek is
That's where Phil lives.
the richer cousin of Concord.
Okay.
Concord is the start of the nice areas.
And Richmond's the asshole of the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
No, that's San Francisco.
No. San Francisco is kind of like the face because that's what everybody knows, and then maybe like the heart of the Bay might be Oakland, and then
That's true.
Yeah.
and then the butthole would be Richmond.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I got mixed up with Concord. I got it mixed up with Stockton.
I know.
That's a whole different world.
That's a whole different world, dude.
That's a whole
That's an hour and a half, dude.
I never knew.
Sorry about that, y'all.
That's not.
No one to
I avoid that fucking
Yeah.
where
part
to
of the,
go.
And so,
I am a whole new world with you.
how long ago did you start comedy?
I started comedy, man. I'm losing track, but I'm gonna say 12 years because I started when when I was 20 and I'm 32.
Oh shit.
So 12 years. Open mics and showcases though. I didn't do I did one fest. I've done 2 festivals in my 2 years, and then I did I did a bunch of comedy clubs though. I would hit up a lot of comedy clubs.
And you started in New Orleans.
I started in New Orleans. I did New Orleans for 5 years. I moved to Portland for a year and a half. I moved back to New Orleans, and then after this pandemic, I moved up to the Bay Area.
Okay.
Tell a little bit about your background. You're originally from Louisiana.
So I'm really from Louisiana. Outside of New Orleans is the suburb of Marrero. People really don't know Marrero. That's the West Bank. People know Metairie and most stuff like that. But, most of my comedy was done in New Orleans. So, just New Orleans is swallowed up by music, culture, food, swamps, plantation tours, shit like that. They really don't got time for comedy, but we did a lot of bar shows and a lot of showcases I was able to really build some material.
Yeah.
And then New Orleans is it's like New Orleans is the liberal. New Orleans is everything else in Louisiana is red.
Right.
New Orleans is blue.
So one blue spot.
So it's more open to the arts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know I haven't been nowhere else in Louisiana like that.
Shit.
Yeah. I've been more places in California than I've been to the bottom part, Baton Rouge, Slidell. I don't even know. Y'all heard any other shit?
Tulane.
Yeah.
Tulane. See,
my family from Louisiana, so we from Shreveport. We from Shreveport.
Okay, yeah.
We not even from Shreveport. We from Rigo, or Rango. It's it's a small little town that's 40 miles outside of Shreveport, but Shreveport is the big city. The big town.
Note the quotation marks on that.
It's like Little Rock is the big city.
Right,
It's the state capital, but still Arkansas.
Dude, every time I see those small towns, I'm like, why the fuck is people living here, bro?
Because they've been living there for generations.
Yeah, it's time to
There's
go,
no
B.
escape.
You know what I noticed when like my black friends talk about the South, it's like my family members talk about Mexico. It's like, you know, like my family's from, you know, it just, all right,
we're from a little pueblo.
yeah, we're from a little pueblo next to,
Yeah, everyone's from a little pueblo.
yeah.
Like I knew my dad grew up in a small town. When he said, "Oh shoot, they paved these roads now. This used to be dirt."
That's crazy.
Is that how it was where you grew up?
I mean, no. You know what I want to say, man? When you live somewhere, you don't know that you poor. You don't know. You don't know until you go somewhere. It's like, oh shit, all this shit is automatic lights, and you know. Like, so you don't know that. Like I was telling somebody the other day, like it's crazy because the dog parks up here look like golf courses, like, and back at home they look like junkyards. Like that's what I always tell people. Oh, why would we take our dogs to these shitty places? Like
That's true. Yeah, I noticed that when I moved from where I grew up in Richmond, my first neighborhood, and then we moved like Wilcox area, San Pablo, and you know, you used to hearing shit at night, like helicopters, and I remember my first night away in that new neighborhood, I was like, wow, it's boring here. It's safe, it's boring. Like that was my first thought.
And I thought New Orleans was a city. We're a town. Like we're a country ass town. Yeah, I thought we was like the best. No, we are doing everything wrong. I didn't know. the only thing, like, so two things I noticed, right? Our raccoons scatter when we come outside. Y'all raccoons be like, bitch, what's up? We gonna eat this trash too, you know. That's how I know we don't got city raccoons. We got country ass.
They got shanks with them.
Y'all raccoons, they the real
They're
gang
very
members.
used to people.
Yeah, damn, bro. They real, man.
Same with coyotes, like in
in the hills,
in
like
the hills,
people have like house in the hill. Their dogs are gone all the time.
From coyotes?
Yeah,
Don't fuck
coyotes.
around.
Yeah. I mean, mostly smaller dogs and stuff.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say. Because
like,
the coyotes be looking skinny, the raccoons be fat. Them bitches be eating.
They're probably the same size in proportion if you like, mix them up. But I was gonna say the same thing with like certain like areas. You'll see deer. They'll come up. Like they won't run away. They'll attack you first.
Deers attack people here?
What's
the
it
deers
called?
are gangsters.
What's it called? The turkeys.
Oh boy,
turkeys.
Those turkeys are real confused about who's on the menu.
So what's the law with this? Because I heard you can't hit them.
You can't touch them.
So if they attacking you, you can't defend yourself.
I mean, I'm sure you can.
All right. Because
I mean, if a turkey attacks me, it's Sunday dinner.
right, that's what I'm saying.
Thanksgiving.
Joaquin's gonna taste real good that night.
So
A turkey look at me wrong, but you was dead. Though.
No. So you're not supposed to, like, you can't go out of your way if they're on your front porch or on your front lawn. You cannot touch them.
Yeah.
But if they like are attacking you, I'm sure like the cops aren't gonna be like, hey man, I know you snapped that neck because it was like biting you, but
it's crazy because I used to live in Hercules, which is like a town near here, and there was a gang of turkeys. You know how most people say there was like a gang of them. No, there was literally a gang
There's
of
West
turkeys.
Side Story out in that
It was 20 turkeys, all like in the streets too. People had to wait. And then I remember like I kind of shooting them away. One turned around, looked at me, and I was like, and then it was like he stared at me the whole time until the other 19 turkeys crossed the street. Then like mugged me like as he left.
Do y'all have wild
Do we have a
goats?
problem?
Well, what?
No.
Well, I be seeing goats just on hills.
people have
man.
a bunch of people have goats here.
No,
okay.
I know you're talking
sometimes
about
like the city will like funnel in goats to eat like grass that's
They're
gone.
They're rented
to
though.
prevent the fires and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, they're rented.
Yeah.
They're
You can steal those though. They're easy to steal.
I was trying to go see. I want a pet goat. You know, I think it's
probably
fine.
just go over and
It's a
pet 'em.
waste of
Yeah,
good
you
birria
think
meat
so?
right there, pet goat.
I mean, I wouldn't stop on the side of the freeway, you know, on the way here to go like pet goats.
Bro, hearing you say that like makes me wonder like, oh shit, is that
abnormal?
Well, yeah, like seeing the turkeys, the fucking raccoons being as aggressive.
Yeah, we don't. I don't want to say we got like people.
Gators.
We got like I wouldn't.
That's what I think.
We would have to go to this. We don't have. This is very outdoorsy here to me. It's like outdoorsy mixed with the city, and we're not used to that. We really don't go outdoors like that. I want to say, like, we'll go to the swamps and get on the boats for, that's like once a year. I don't know the last time I done that. So being here, watching all y'all wildlife be in y'all real life, that shit is kind of crazy. Yeah, we got like little possums and shit, but we don't got, anything is up to kill. Like, what I'm saying? We don't got no laws against nothing. Yeah. So
have you eaten possum before?
no, man, I probably the only thing I've eaten gator and I eaten frog legs. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
I wanted to try. I want to try gator so bad. And
Gator's
frog.
good.
Gator's good.
Frog legs is also good. They have them fried.
Is it a lean meat? That's what I've heard.
I don't. You know what I want to say? This is my synopsis. Okay, I'm pretty sure I said use synopsis wrong, but this is what I think.
Use it right.
Okay,
Use it right.
Cool. I'm smart. To me, it's in the middle, man. Like it's like this middle kind of. It's like it's chewy, but eventually it gets it gone.
Okay, so gamey. Kind of.
No, I wouldn't even say gamey because I hate gamey.
Okay.
Deer is gamey, right? I never had. I've had game. I feel like is lamb gamey?
It can be.
It can be.
It can be. I feel like I've had gamey lamb. It's not like that. It's more like gator sausage. It's more like sausage, like like.
Actually, no. Good lamb should like kind of fall off the bone.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's gamey though. I would maybe a little gamey, but not like nah.
So what's other things you noticed that like was a big difference from living in New Orleans to coming out here, aside from the animals? The raccoons. Fuck-ass raccoons.
What really shocked me is the people here, man.
Really?
Yeah, man, they weird as fuck, man. Like, no, they not weird. Like, so everybody here in the Bay Area is super professional. I didn't know like that was y'all try to out professional each other. No matter two janitors gonna be like, I've been a janitor's assistant executive, like
no days off.
Custodian.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm not a janitor. I'm a custodian, bro.
Custodial engineer. Get it correct.
It is all of that. Everything is just like, oh, let's do dinner at 5 and let's do this. Like in New Orleans, we just go eat. You know what I'm saying? We just set no plans up and everything. Another thing is, man, like me and my neighbors were always close. You had no choice but to be close to your neighbors. My neighbor would walk in my house like, "What's to eat? What y'all got?" We don't talk to y'all. Do y'all talk to y'all neighbors here?
I do. We have.
I don't. I don't even know my neighbors.
I have very kind neighbors, and I wish I had more time to talk to them during the day. Honestly, they're very nice.
Yeah, but you just moved into your house. Me and my family, we have like doors in between our fences. And if we can have like fence parties and like they can use our backyard, we can use theirs and stuff.
Where you live?
In Richmond.
Okay.
So like we're very lucky though. We know that because it's not a normal thing out here that people are super friendly.
You've had the same neighbors since the 90s though. That's different too, right? Like
no, well my neighbor on this side was 90s. This one was like 2004, but still a very long time.
Like I remember growing up in Arkansas, strangers will drive by your house and wave and smile. Here, if you smile at somebody, they think, oh, homeless, mental illness. Am I going to be attacked?
Exactly.
And I've started like within the last 10 years to adopt that very same wariness whenever someone like waves at me. I'm like, what do you really, do I know you? What do you really want?
That's what somebody told me. I got pissed off. Yeah. It was like, I'm waving at you. Like,
yeah. No, you look crazy if I don't know you.
Right. That's wild.
That's assault. You can't wave.
Yeah. People will tell me, well, they're like that. They're nicer down south. And I'll say, we don't do that to be nice. Like,
it's just a thing.
It's like a thing. Like, if you thirsty, I'm gonna give you water. Not because I'm nice. I don't want you to die. Like, being
it's common courtey.
Like, my neighbor giving me head, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? That's nice though. She ain't have to do that. No, that's nice. Her saying hey, that's just, we making sure shit ain't weird.
100%.
And it's funny you said that. Well, somebody told me, oh, I didn't know it was you. I'm like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Now if you like, give me $1, all right, that starts it off.
Where do you live right now?
I live in Glen Park.
Glen Park?
Yeah, I live in Glen Park. That's close to Daly City. That's in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, okay, yeah, because that is like based on what you're saying, that's a huge difference. Like if you lived in like what's Nob Hill area, like everyone is a fucking asshole there.
Yeah. I mean, but in the city, because technically, for all of us that are not in the city, everything on that side is the city, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's like different, like Daly
City. And it's a different world from us. Even here,
you guys are already a different world from us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even Daly City.
Yeah.
Like from here,
in the city, you guys are. It's a lot more like cutthroat. Like don't really don't wave to me, really don't do this if I don't know you.
So
but in Richmond, like if you're just walking down a neighborhood, you could definitely still like be like, oh hey, how are you? Like
and people
to a stranger.
speak?
Yeah, you're fine.
Back when I used to smoke a lot of weed.
But that's neighborhoods.
I used to wave.
If you're like in apartment buildings and stuff like that, super like San Francisco style city, inner city, you're not doing that.
Okay, this is the weird part though, right? Yeah. So they won't speak to me, not like you said, they won't do it. Then when I start walking with my dog, hey, what kind of dog is that? Like,
It's a great
bitch. I thought I was gonna rob you 2 seconds ago.
Animals are great icebreakers, instantaneous.
You know, what's his name? Joe Klosik, the comic. He's like, dogs are San Francisco's Jesus. It's like,
yeah. I sit down at a restaurant with my dog and they will make sure he eat and get water before. I'm like, bro, I'm paying. Like,
white people love dogs. That's definitely a way to like get some attention all of a sudden. Like, oh my god.
No, it's not just white people.
I was just about to say that.
It's everyone out here. Dogs are like the safe haven. Like even if you have a pit bull, like where a lot of people are like scared of them. Like everybody of every culture.
The safest place for dogs.
Is probably the Bay Area because like we fucking love animals here.
They're the best diplomats ever here.
But it is weird. Like
dogs
you said,
are diplomat.
If you're by yourself, it's a different story.
it's like what happened to the whole stranger thing? Doesn't apply no more. Like,
No, because they're like, oh, you're a dog lover. I'm a dog lover too. I feel like I know you.
Yeah, you're a good person.
You're a good person if you have a
This
dog.
dog is alive.
The fact that you're taking your dog for a walk means you're a good person because there's a lot of people in the Bay Area that just like also kind of abuse animals.
I walk past the shit out of those people in my neighborhood now with my dog. What kind of dog is that? Bye. I don't know you.
Like stranger danger.
Wait, is that in the Bay Area? You feel like there's a lot of people that abuse dogs here?
There's a lot of
more than like other places.
More East Bay too. Like
East Bay. Yeah,
that's crazy.
There's a lot of places in Richmond, like businesses that the dogs just live to protect the business at night, which I get it. It's but it's also kind of like a fucked up life for the dog.
They're in the cage all day, and they're out at night barking like crazy, like when there's violence and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's wild, bro. Because I thought y'all didn't play that shit up here.
No, same thing.
East Bay's different,
but same thing like in certain parts of the hood, it's their backyard dogs only. You probably see them only when you're feeding them, and they're cool to you. But like every time someone comes over, don't go in the backyard.
Oh shit!
Don't touch my dog.
Dang.
He will bite you. Like he's not trained. He's trained to fucking kill.
Dang. Because it's funny you say that too. I thought like all the homeless people dogs in San Francisco, they trained. They don't walk with no leash.
Yep. No, they're fine.
They good.
Where I grew up, there was one of our neighbors across, not across, but like a few houses behind us. They did dog fights in that neighborhood in Richmond.
Here
in Richmond,
That's crazy.
And then they did cockfights too up the block from one of my cousins next to one of my cousin's house. So like that whole neighborhood. A couple of times walking to school, like we got chased by this. One of his Rottweilers got loose and it chased us for like 2 blocks. Man, it was crazy.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
It's not just pride out here. It's also. I think people forget about that from other like states and stuff. They just hear California like, oh, you're just a bunch of hippies and
granola eating hippies.
And it's all gay and stuff like that. I'm like, no, you come to California and you forget like it's like hood and.
I don't think people think that all about y'all. I think they think about San Francisco though, for sure.
Yeah. San Francisco especially.
San Francisco is hella hood too. Yeah. San Francisco's
hella hood.
Just ask the Hunters Point, folks.
Dude. That's it.
It's hood.
So I do live in San Francisco too, and people always go, "Do you get any crazy stories?" And I'm like, "No, I'm at 8,000 rides in San Francisco." Nah, I'm like, "Nah, people get in and get the fuck out. Like they don't talk or do any. Ain't no."
And then it depends when you like I know. Like when they said you hella hood, and you say that to someone from Flint, Michigan, like hood, you're like, yeah. It's a different thing for sure.
Like I could live in San Francisco in the Bay Area and go a couple weeks without seeing nothing hood. Like except for like if I go down to the Tenderloin, and shit, I'd be like that might be, but like hoods and stuff, like I don't see nobody gang bang. Like the only gang I see was the gang of raccoons. That was it. That was the only real people I saw who took my trash. Like,
and I think like the most dangerous spot in like this. I guess you could say like the Bay Area. I don't know if Stockton's still considered the Bay Area, but
Stockton was never the Bay Area.
Well, people debate you on that because I feel like y'all do a lot of debate.
They do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Is San Jose the Bay Area?
Here's the barometer.
Yes.
If Bart don't go there, it's not the Bay.
But that's all.
I've heard that too.
That's also like county-wise, that's not true either.
Yeah.
So like,
Vallejo was definitely the
people
Bay.
argue based off feel. Like
Nobody respects what the county say because the county says that fucking Gilroy is the Bay Area, and nobody counts Gilroy as being the fucking Bay Area.
Are y'all from here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, that's y'all all got
So
your argument.
we're all from Richmond.
It's from Vallejo
Okay.
to San Jose to Dublin, I think. Well, I don't think we don't even count that way. We count like,
You hear what he said? I think.
but that's what we think of. You know, you think of Vallejo,
Antioch.
San Francisco, Antioch,
Antioch's the Bay.
Vallejo.
People rep Antioch.
and then Dublin. We don't count Dublin and stuff because they're like a bougie area anyway. And then we just go down to San Jose, and then because Stockton is literally an hour and a half out. It's like that's where the Central Valley starts. That's where the 5 starts to like drive down to LA. So it's like, how are y'all the Bay Area when y'all literally out there like at the farms at? So yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. Y'all gonna be beefing about we in the.
No, but then you get those like Bay Area inclusionists, you know.
Who is that?
Nobody respect them.
The Fairfield, the ones that say Fairfield is the Bay.
Yeah.
Napa.
Napa's the Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sacramento's the Bay.
It's a
really
bunch
not.
of it's a bunch of it gets
complicated.
It's stupid.
So is this still the Bay now though?
Yes,
Like
yes.
like
here right here? Yes.
No, I guess what I want to say, like I used to see like a lot of Bay stuff on TV. They would go dumb and the dancing and stuff. Now
yeah.
You talking
But
about?
That's the hyphy movement.
the hype, yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
But now I see like you
Vallejo's
know you guys.
definitely part of the Bay.
I see y'all losing y'all teams. Like Oakland doesn't have that, and y'all got a lot of tech
Warriors.
stuff coming in. Yeah. And I noticed the people who are originally from the Bay Area, they cool. Y'all fucking new people suck, man. Y'all new people.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah,
Transplants.
Yeah.
Because the new people literally have driven the prices up in the Bay Area. So literally it started like Silicon Valley, like near where you like Napa. Well, that's just, I'm saying like people from like Silicon Valley
Or Mountain View, sorry.
like Mountain View started moving down there, and then they realized like, oh shit, it's hella expensive to live there. So then they started moving up towards like Glendale or
San Carlos,
stuff like that, and then eventually like South San Francisco, then to San Francisco. It was like, oh shit, it's hella expensive to San Francisco. So we're gonna start moving over to Oakland. So they gentrify West Oakland and East Oakland, and they start pushing all the people who was originally from West Oakland and East Oakland out to places like Antioch, and then they start gentrifying Richmond and like all these other spots. So they keep looking like, oh, these new people who are literally talking about are making shit worse because they didn't grow up here, not from the field, they're literally here because they got a tech job or some shit like that.
And so they can afford for what our house is out here. Okay, just to give you a perspective, we used to like in 2012ish or something, right?
2008.
2008, sure.
Yeah.
Our like the normal houses out here were at 200, 300,000.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
All
They're
right.
now at $500,000. The house next to me is smaller than mine. Sold for 1.2.
Damn.
They remodeled it and stuff, and it was like, dude, this house is not worth 1.2. But the problem is it's driving everything else up now. You know,
Goddamn.
so no one can afford to live here. Like we're all struggling. 4 roommates for one, you know, for a 2-bedroom apartment, and you're
This is
still
wild.
paycheck to paycheck.
You know, man, I like it. It's beautiful up here. I will say that. And I don't know how long I'll be able to be up here, but I ain't gonna. Once that, for
Well,
one
we have
million-
everything around. We have everything around here.
How is it like where you're in Louisiana? Is there a version of that like you see the changes, and is there a gentrification?
So you know what, they kind of got us little by little, and I'm not trying to say we stupid down there, but we didn't know nothing about gentrification. Like it took us a little bit after Hurricane Katrina to even have those conversations. Like we not protesting, we not a PC city, so that's why I get into trouble a lot of times when I'm traveling on the West Coast, because I'm not PC. We really mess with everybody. After Hurricane Katrina, yeah, we had a lot of damages and stuff changing. We would see like these little Starbucks pop up. We would see like white people walking around the neighborhoods. We would never see them walking around it, but we ain't pay no attention to that stuff. But to me personally, I didn't feel like a super change.
Yeah.
I asked y'all here, y'all see a major change. Everybody, I see, and this is what I want to ask y'all. Is this after the pandemic or it was
It's way before. It's way before.
Okay.
I remember like in the Mission District is a perfect example where it used to be a lot of Mexican, panaderias, restaurants.
Yeah.
And all that shit's changing now. There's like, bougie ass bars.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
like that's a perfect example of how much that's changed. Were you there during Katrina?
Yeah. I was there. We evacuated. I felt like y'all, the traffic we was in was like the traffic in Fleet Week yesterday, bro. Bro, that shit made me want to kill myself. Like when people, bro, listen.
People are in that all the time, Dave.
Bruh, I would never in my, you know what I did yesterday? I got into them little red bus lanes. I said, oh no. Cause at the show, if I would have knew that track, I would have been got out the city. Bro, that was terrible. Look, I tell y'all this, man. I cried.
No.
Because it was nothing
It's
I could
frustrating.
do.
Yeah.
It is
frustrating.
It was, and I couldn't get out. I was like, bro, if something happened, you cannot get out the city. This was crazy. So, in New Orleans, we ended up for Katrina. We ended up evacuating to East St. Louis. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. Don't ever go there.
That's straight up hood.
I said yes.
That's where Nelly from.
Yeah,
Like St. Louis, shit like that. The East St. Louis. That's where.
Oh man.
So that was safe from Katrina, like at the time.
I mean, we could probably had a better chance standing Katrina. With that's the first school I went to, and it was like metal detectors and police there all the time. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. So, we evacuated and came back later on and rebuilt. So that was cool.
How long was you gone for?
We was gone for like 2 years. It was gone like 2 years, year and a half. My grandmother was in East St. Louis. Then we ended up going to Chicago for a little while. Then after Chicago, I ended up going back for like the high school.
What made you go back? Or what made your family go back?
Honestly, bro, I think people from down south, bro, they just used to you just used to what you used to. It's kind of crazy. I think that's just why like people they miss the food, they miss the car games, they miss I guess people what you used. That's why people I think don't leave here. People
It's home.
from it. Yeah, it's home.
It's home.
I ain't gonna lie though, I was ready to leave.
Do you feel like you go back there eventually? Like once you're done? Maybe?
I like the city too though, man. I do. I like the. You know what though, man? I love stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So we don't have the comedy clubs. We don't have the resources. You can't make it as a comedian in Louisiana. So I don't know. I definitely would like to buy a house and go down there and see my family. And I miss the people more too. Without, a lot of times you're just having a conversation here and people just turn it into a debate, and I go, I be like, I hate cigarettes. People are like, you hate cigarettes, they just like, it's like
Cigarettes stimulated the economy.
They'll say something,
Yeah.
And just like, bro, I'm dumb. I can't have this conversation with you anyway, bro. I told somebody the other day, like, I don't know, but like, I was like, what did I say? I told him, I was telling him, like, this is my first time coming here doing mushrooms. Y'all do mushrooms? Nobody do mushrooms? Okay, don't judge me then. Y'all do? Nobody here? Fuck y'all then. Y'all don't do
We're probably the only people in the Bay Area that don't do mushrooms.
I'm one of the few people who don't. Like,
we're very rare few.
So, you know what I want to say? Doing mushrooms, if y'all haven't done them, it's like...
I love portobello, man.
No, that's not the shit. Eat a tomato, man. But, the mushrooms for me was like the red and the blue pill in the Matrix.
Yeah.
And I started having like in these awakening things. But to make a long story short, I came to this thing where I was talking about babies, right? This don't have nothing to do with Roe v. Wade. This ain't got nothing to do with women's body. This was my dumb thought. And I was like, it don't take 9 months to make a baby. Like, like that's stupid, Look, like if you think about it, 9 months to make a baby, that's not enough. That's not like there ain't enough time to make the brain, the eyes, the head, the mouth, the chest, the feet, And I was telling, I was like, when does the soul come? Like, when does, you ever think about it? Like, what is it? So I'm having this dumb thought, and I was telling like a friend of mine, she a comedian, and she was just like, you shouldn't tell me like that makes women feel this time. I'm like, bro, I'm not even talking about you. I don't know you. I'm having this thought, and it just turned into this big debate,
It became an anti versus pro-abortion debate essentially.
And I don't even have the knowledge on that, bro. I'm talking about a dumb thought I had.
Most people here don't. And that's why the arguments are so dumb, because people can't argue either side.
You should be like this. You be like, I'm having this high thought right now, and if you say that before you start, they be like, okay, let's hear this shit out.
That's the thing here. You end up seeing you got to do all these little explanations before you do some thought like that.
Yeah.
To kind of make the comedy not start a fight. It's weird.
My stand-up is, I know you guys. I see you guys style, and y'all guys got y'all. Are y'all comedians?
No.
Oh, okay. I see you guys styles, and I love y'all styles. My style has to be bop, bop, bop. I don't got time to explain. I'm not smart enough to explain what you got to get what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, my comedy is like sex. I can't tell you every position. You got to feel it. When I tap, boom. Like, ain't no talking like, babe, I won't get on top because if I'm on top, I feel like I don't got time to explain that shit. Yeah. So,
and sometimes
100%.
And sometimes that's the problem, especially when you're doing comedy sometimes in like San Francisco, right? Because you from New Orleans, you got an accent.
Yeah.
You're not explaining. And then, a lot of times you have to kind of Roy Wood Jr. said this. He's like, for white crowds, you kind of have to slow it down for white crowds because one, you got the accent. Two, you might be speaking kind of fast, stuff like that. Versus at the black club, they get it immediately because they got a parent or they got a cousin who's like been talking slang, so they used to hearing people talk fast, stuff like that. For white crowds, you got to slow it down because you might be using like little slang words, stuff like that, and they still stuck all what did he say? Like, did you hear what he said? And so instead of and you still going, so that's why
the joke doesn't make sense anymore.
Or they're not even paying attention because they're still trying to figure out what you said about 2 minutes ago.
And that's another thing people do. Y'all are very smart. I noticed that. And I noticed even when I talk to everybody here, everybody talks really nice. I ain't gonna even lie. I feel like I talk like a slave sometimes. I mean, I do. When people here talking, I'm like, everybody here talk nice. Even the black people talk. But I heard this guy the other day. He was like, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I'm just like, what? Like, teach me how to speak first. Like, so I was like, yeah, like everybody here is smart. Like, they'll ask me cultural things.
Right.
I can't break it down to you. I grew up like this. In New Orleans, I heard the brass band, this is why they do this, because they couldn't get the voodoo. I'm like, bro, I grew up. Bro, I don't know shit. Like, what do you want me to say? I ain't read no books and nothing. Like, this is what we do.
They assume you know because you're from, like, you were born with this knowledge of the history of the place. That's not how that works.
We eat the food. We don't know. Y'all do this thing where you go to this restaurant, they got a Michelin star. Bruh, I go to the corner store to get my food, all right? That's where I go get my gumbo from. Not Chef Ramsay, blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck him. He ain't fucking with my grandma. Like,
I was gonna ask you, like, what's the gumbo? What do you prefer, gumbo or jambalaya?
Gumbo is gonna be probably higher up on the scale than jambalaya. That's more of a delicacy. Jambalaya is like regular, like, you know, to us. If it's during the summer, I ain't touching gumbo, like, you know. But other than that, nah. Like, you know, a lot of people don't talk about yaki meat. You got hot sausage sandwiches. You got anything that you want to kill. You go down there. That food is gonna fuck your high blood pressure up.
You said a hot what?
A hot
blood pressure.
sausage. Hot
sausage.
Hey,
hot sausage sandwich.
How was it for you coming here as far as the food goes? Like, do you
miss home?
Like, do you miss
what?
home? Mexican food? Have you gotten into that?
No, because that's the thing here. Like, here I feel like I can eat healthier. I like that.
Yeah.
You guys have good healthy. Now when people go, y'all food is good, I be like, no, it's not. The Latin food is really good though. That's high level. That is way. New Orleans does not have any Latin. Our
really?
shit is very commercial. I can say that about that.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, yeah.
Del Taco.
Yeah,
Del
but
Taco.
even like they got some shit called Joe's or whatever that is.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's not, no, this stuff right here is very high end. Y'all international food is really good. That's what I like about here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's good. Y'all got the Indian and Chinese food. And this
Japanese.
And the Filipino food in Daly City, man.
Filipino fusion. and all that.
Himalayan. You got all that.
But yeah, the American food or whatever the Creole y'all got here, that's some bullshit.
Oh, absolutely.
What American foods do you not like? Like, what made you say that?
You talking about
Like,
here?
yeah, like
I went to this restaurant.
it's not
like,
American food. What? Oh yeah, like the American
Louisiana
style.
food.
It's
No,
just like-
here, like he said, like
It's the Cajun food we have here.
oh, the Cajun food.
Yeah, it's just like it's bland. Like, you got like good brunch spots and stuff like that, but it's not like there's too many. You guys go. Y'all are so ingredient based here. Like, y'all are on rules. Y'all go. I don't eat. Like, my friend, I remember when he came ate at my house. He was just like, I never had two starches together. I'm just like, counting starches. Like,
You know, I didn't realize that. A friend told me he had like extra food. He had like a burger with him from some party or something, and he told this homeless dude in SF, "Hey, here's a burger." He's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm vegan." The homeless dude was like, "I'm vegan." That's how it is out here. It's a little weird.
The homeless dude is saying he vegan. Really? Like, but I guess you are. You know.
You can be in San Francisco as a homeless person. You could be homeless.
I mean, he could
be
just have
vegan.
taken the lettuce and the tomato out and the onion. It'd have been fine.
No, it already touched it.
And that is true too. Like, with the whole, like, the Michelin star, like it's like, I feel like because it's so competitive, people are trying to make shit extra to kind of, you know, get others to come to their, because of how competitive, like, as a food is one of the food capitals of,
Yeah, but it's just like, to me, man, it's like I'm not trying. I guess I know when people go to another city, they start judging shit. And like, but I think that should be bullshit to me, because it's just like the best food everybody know comes from like home cooked struggle shit. Like, you know, gumbo was never a delicacy.
Right.
Poor people. That's a poor. Look at that. They just threw shit in there. Like, bro, it's good.
tacos,
Shit was something. And not burritos, all that shit. You look at
that's poor people food.
That's poor people food. And now it's a delicacy. Now you go to places and they like, it's just like, nah, give us our shit back. Like, We don't got no stars, bro. Like we got fucking army. That's what we got.
How is the pricing like for food out there versus out here?
So man, NOLA, the food is very cheap. Minimum wage is very low.
Okay.
We were the least affected by the recession. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I make more money out here, but the cost of living is higher. I made way less money out there. The cost of living was lower. Like
It's almost averaged out. Like
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's a brain thing, but you make more money up here, and that's better to me.
right.
There you go.
Hey,
man.
How was ever send money back home to relatives?
Yeah, I swear I feel like a foreigner now. I do. I use this money. I'm gonna send it back home.
How were the audiences in Louisiana? For
More
comedy?
raw and more genuine, man. I will say this. It's funny about this thing we do, and this is I would like y'all too to address. Y'all of course too can say something about it too. But the audience was more. They were more in the crowd. Like if you offended somebody, you offended them.
Yeah.
Like here it's just like people research if they should be offended. Like they'll go like my friend who I used to have in Canada was Indian. They had to run away from I'm upset you said something about a dream catcher. Like in New Orleans you had to be like, fuck uptown, they dirty. And you be like, I live uptown. So you get more of a more authentic feel, so that's why when I do a joke up here that I used to always get a laugh in New Orleans, I'd be like, dang, like, bro, that comes from a genuine place. Because even though I never been homeless, I feel like I'm with the homeless though. Like, like I'm one way step not paying my rent, I'm gonna be there too. But also I come from the struggle, so I never look down on nobody. I'm not gay. I got a bunch of gay people in my family. I feel like I'm not gonna say I'm an ally of gay people. I am gay people. Like y'all cool. Like y'all my brothers. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%. It's your people.
It's my people. I'm not gonna say like when people go, I was just in a safe space and I felt like this, and I go to my head, I'm like, well, what's a safe space? Like, and then they go, well, when you hang out with people like you, and I'm like, when I hang out with people like me, I don't feel that safe. They try to bring that. That's the dude. This authentic. Oh shit. When they try to bring this authenticity. My words are terrible, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah, just authenticity.
Thank you. I cannot say it, but I miss that here because when I do comedy, I try to bring people with me with that. Like bro, let's be authentic.
Yeah.
Keep the research out. How did this bit make you feel?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying comedian's name, but they got this comic who do punchline, and I'm not gonna lie, he do like a little weird kid joke. You know what I'm saying? The first time I laughed, the second time I was like, I don't know now, but I could say the first time I did it, I was in the joke. I got it.
Right.
But now that I keep seeing him do it, I'm like, that's kind of weird.
Right.
But also, if you're seeing that guy, like that's a different story. If you're seeing him,
but I'm not gonna make myself not laugh because I don't like the joke. Do I get why he can do it though? Yeah. And that's what I want people to do. Like, if I say something about women, I'm not mansplaining or judging their life. Just I got a mom. I got a sister.
It's an observation. You should be able to express whatever.
Yeah.
Well, everything a man does is mansplaining.
Yeah. See.
Why you gotta mansplain that, bro?
Yeah.
Let me explain this to you since you don't know clearly.
It is like I'm not smart enough to be there with y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, bro. I'm not. Like, so that's the only thing I feel like my comedy lacks here. Like, I have to trick my audience sometimes.
Come down this road with me. I feel like you need to say like, hey, why don't y'all go down this road with me real quick? Like kind of. One of my favorite jokes of yours is I look like a football player's brother.
People they correct me. They go, you can say football's players. So it's funny about that bit because I have something that I have connecting with that bit. I do Lyft and I pick up people in the Castro, and I got this guy. He got in my car and he was like, "Hey, you're handsome. What team do you play for?" And I'm like, this dude think every black person plays sports. Like, and he was just like, no. He was like, no. Like, do you play for like the men or the women? And I was like, I still don't get it. Like, if I play for the men, if I play for the women, like both of those are gay to me. But he was just like, no, like when he was like, what team you play for? I was like, I don't know, man. That's my brother. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But I think nobody never walked up to y'all and said, hey, you look like such and such.
No. I had somebody.
Yes.
I had my old drummer's grandma was like, oh, so you play the tambourine, and I didn't get that.
Oh, that's what you meant? Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, because I'm in a band.
Yeah,
I'm in a band,
okay.
and I do play the tambourine. Like, I'm the lead singer.
Phil, do
And
you
so
know what
I
that
was
means?
like, yeah, what are you talking about? Like, I had no idea. For years, I didn't get it.
Marcos, what does that mean?
I still don't get it. It's something with, it's a gay joke. I know that.
No, it's not a gay. It's you're gay. That's what it means.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like
Okay, was that a... Where did that come from?
Well, first I heard it first in the Medea plays and stuff like that, but I heard it's more of just a down south. It was like, you know,
it's a south.
It's a south thing. It was like he a tambourine player. It was like, what do you mean tambourine? Because you know the tambourine dudes be like playing like with their hips and stuff, or if you like the male choir director, you gay too. So it's like all these like
I never got that.
Yeah,
because no one around me said that. You know?
So y'all do. It's funny. I didn't get gaslighting when I first got here. That term has no context clues. Like, I thought people was just like talking about smoking weed.
It's an old term too. It goes back to like it's very gaslighting, like the 30s. I think it's an old term.
It's when cars were invented.
It just got like it got caught on. I think recently popular, but it's not new.
It ain't new. Is that so? I gotta say, is that a white thing term?
It's like
it's everybody.
It's basically
it's not. It's everybody thing.
Yeah, it's everybody.
No, don't say that. He says everything is a white thing.
Okay, you could maybe make an argument that not everyone uses the term, but it happens to everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
but there should people use it like there should be an actual term that doesn't sound like it's a fucking trick you do with the car.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't know what it meant.
I thought that
it
was
comes from like a movie.
Oh, okay.
Like
all right.
gaslighting.
It doesn't even make sense.
A black and white movie.
Gaslighting. I think of a Molotov fucking bomb. You know, like,
if I call my grandma right now, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing with like cap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
That's different.
That's different though.
Why?
That's different.
Because that's more of a slang term. This is like a
gaslighting is kind of a slang.
Okay, but what is this slang for? What's the real word? Can't think of one. Yeah.
What's cap?
You're lying.
You're like,
You know, the old version of capping used to be somebody was talking, like making jokes about,
Capping
you're
on him.
capping on him.
Yeah.
You know?
Capping on you.
But now
Like
it's like,
cap,
Oh,
no cap.
was that a weird thing to like slang, like catching
Bay Area
our
slang?
slang?
Yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't. You know what? One called me hella. Everything was hella.
Yeah.
And I was like, how everything hella? Like, you know,
We all say hella. Yeah.
Another thing is, I'm not gonna lie, man.
We hella say hella.
I see that.
hella just means a lot or very.
It's a.
This is hella good. There are hella people here.
And you know, at first I thought it was lame, and now I use it too now.
Yeah.
But it catch. I don't think nothing's cool. I think if we just keep saying it,
Right.
it then becomes cool.
Right.
You know what else I don't? Y'all love Bay Area rap, and I hate Bay Area rap. B.
You'll be surprised how many people from here
Lot of
don't
Bay
like
Area
Bay Area rap.
Bruh, that shit go dumb. I go to his house, go to his crib. Oh shit, that's where he live. Like bro, that's very rap, bro.
You got your
ABC.
classics. You got your classics. That
It's
everyone
very
loves.
ABC simple, some of it.
Yeah.
But some of it is like your E40, you know what I mean? Your
Too short.
Your yuck mouth, your
That's where you
Yuck
live.
mouth.
like
E40. Go dumb.
Hey.
People get mad. Look at me. And people
That's
tell
his
me,
uncle, bro.
San Quinn.
It's funny though. People tell me that, oh, you know, Master P got his swag from up here. Like
He's
how
from
he
here.
said-
Yeah.
Wait, Master P.
He got ran up out of Richmond.
Oh, he got ran up out
By
of
yuck
Richmond?
mouth. Yeah.
Don't say that out
That's the
loud.
whole
You sure he
thing.
got ran up out of Richmond?
No,
That's
he
what
did.
he got ran up out of the Bay.
He from New Orleans, moved
By
out
Bay-
here, got all his like swag and stuff like that from here. Went back to New Orleans because he got ran out. He lived in this place called Kennedy Manor.
What?
But I heard he had owed hella dudes money and stuff like that
He
from out here.
mentioned that in the Breakfast Club.
So he
California.
So he ran out of here and went back to New Orleans, and every time he's down there he always say, I'm country, man, I'm from New Orleans, stuff like that, because he don't claim Richmond no more because he got ran up out of here.
Oh, what?
So that's why it's like everybody like, so I'm like, oh, so you from New Orleans? And then it wasn't until I got older, they was like, nah, he used to stay in Manor. And I'm like, why he never lived there? He's like, oh, he owed hella niggas money and he got ran out. I was like,
I ain't know
oh,
that.
okay. So yeah.
Dang, you learn something every day. No, master. Dang, master run, master run. Yeah, run DMC, man. Go ahead.
But the Bay Area, so there are some white Bay Area rappers and stuff like that. But
there are a lot of different ones
yeah.
though. Like,
but when you said
100%.
you said go dumb and stuff. That was like part of the hyphy. That
was an era.
So that's like you talking about like an era that was big out here. But then there was some rappers like kind of on the outskirts who wasn't popular.
Hieroglyphics.
Who was like whack. But you like everybody whack? No. But there was some. But if you start shitting on the movement, it was like hey. Nah, don't shit on the movement. The people who try to afterwards.
Because it was like a period in time where there was what you're saying, and like now there's like Locksmith, there's Simba, all these different
and what's interesting, like you mentioned the hieroglyphics, they're actually before the hyphy movement.
They were before
they came up around like the Tribe Called Quest and like the Soulquarians during like that era, back when like the golden age of hip hop in general.
But like you mentioned, there's a lot of cats that don't even like, they're from here, from Oakland, whatever, they don't even like Bay Area hip hop. They don't like that. They fuck with East Coast shit more. I think I consider you one of those guys.
I do like some Bay Area rappers, but I don't like all of them. Put it to you that way. Like, but I'm very much an East Coast guy. I love some Southern rap too.
Like for me, like growing up, especially I always felt like the Bay Area was like a lot of melting pot. Like the South really got big out here, like especially in the Bay. To me, like Bay Area rap didn't start hitting until like 2003 to like the hyphy movement. That's like when it really started becoming big. But before that, like me and my cousins, we loved like Big Thomas, Lil Wayne, BG,
I heard that.
Hot Boys, all that stuff. Like
y'all know Currency.
Yeah, Currency.
I love Currency.
Currency is big out here.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Y'all know Currency
because we knew Currency was with Lil Wayne. He was supposed to be the next up, you know. And then Yin Yang Twins was huge out here, like Lil Jon, all them. Like we slapped all.
Lil Jon was doing music with Too Short for a long time.
Lil Jon signed E40 to his imprint.
Yeah, My Ghetto Report Card. Lil Jon produced that whole album.
Right. People are leaving here, but I'm like, dude, like this is a great place for like y'all support entertainers in the Bay. I love that, man.
To an extent. To an extent.
I mean, they support outsiders.
We don't support each other like.
I feel like y'all do.
Not like the East Coast does. The East Coast.
But there's still some. There is still some here.
Not enough.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people. I see y'all support the artists being supported here, but a lot of people they support outsiders. But I don't know. I feel like
you mean
like balance?
You mean like as in comedy or?
I mean, anytime I'm like, so once again I do lift. So I'm dropping people off.
Yeah.
And I see people go, oh, we're just gonna support this artist because of such and such. Or we gonna support this rock band. We're gonna support this. This paint fight. We're gonna see this comedy show.
Painting and stuff is a big deal out here.
Yeah, but people come to y'all comedy. Like most time I do a comedy show, it's like 20, 30 people. That's good. Like when I do shows here, I'm doing shows here. In New Orleans, I'm like, man, I hope there's at least 10 people that like, here I'm doing,
I think it's more of the mainstream of like how people can grow and get a bigger fan base and stuff like that, sell merch and stuff. I think here it's like once you've made a name for yourself elsewhere, then you come back and it's, oh, you're the hometown hero, you're the Bay Area,
okay.
We rep you now. But it's not like that until you kind of made your name somewhere else.
But that is true what you're saying. Like there's still an audience. Like that's a thing that we kind of we forget about it sometimes, and we get greedy about. Like I'm not saying it's not that we don't want more, but because you hear about like we were talking with homeboy about Selena's, they're like struggling to get fucking people to shows. You go here, most shows you go, you're gonna see more than 20.
Yeah.
And that's a huge. I mean, it's not.
People support the art
dope.
too.
You get to work your shit out in front of a group of people.
That's good.
Yeah.
People will go see a violinist, a piano, a pillow fight, a wrestling fight.
Art shows are a big deal. I used to go to art shows all the time. Like it's like fucking crowds come out.
I say most time when usually like you start here and you start like getting a name, start getting a following, but we mostly feel like out here in order to blow up, you gotta leave. Except I think the one local rapper who really blew up out here and he stayed there and always reps it is La Russell. He's from Vallejo, California. He puts Vallejo on the map. He does backyard shows. He's dropping content every other day. He's talking about the deals he's signing and stuff. But that's like one of the few where he's not signed to a label and he has I think 300,000 up to 500,000 followers. So that's the one person who I've seen who's blown up recently from out here.
Yeah.
How long y'all been doing stand up?
11 years.
11? Okay, I've been there for a while.
I guess 2019 I started again because I took a break from 2015, 20.
Oh, okay.
By 2012 I did my first show. So.
And y'all would call yourself radio jockeys? Or
We're podcast. Well, I'm a podcaster.
A rapper.
A rapper.
Poet.
Oh, you rap?
Yeah.
Rap something.
Forget bullets, my crew's idiot proof. Fake as all do, silly as spoof. We steamroll through streets cold, warm blocks up in G mode. So beyond gold, my platinum fold. Squadron supreme, be my team like top medalists. We gain ground. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up. Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, no real shit. Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, that was good. Cause you know, when you ask some people to rap, they go, you was just like, I'm ready. I don't do it. You know, y'all won't eat this spaghetti. You rap too?
No, I'm the lead singer of a rock band.
Oh, you sing?
Yeah.
Okay, sing something.
No,
You don't look like a singer too. You know? No.
Rap something right now, bro.
You can say,
what's one of your best songs?
baby, why don't you come over?
I got
That's it.
I got neck tattoos. I cheat on my boo.
Probably our song Miracle right now. Our song Miracle.
Miracle. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. That's what's
Yeah.
up. Is that about Jesus?
His band opened for Snoop.
Did they? Bro?
Yeah.
What?
We've opened up for Snoop, Robin Thicke, Faith Evans, El DeBarge,
You know, Robin Thicke? Oh, shit.
Ice-T.
That's another thing.
You know what's weird though? None of those shows made sense because
Yeah.
they're not rock.
Oh yeah.
But we did it.
It could work. It worked.
Yeah.
We're notorious for doing that.
I know you opened up for Eddie Griffin.
Yep.
Right? You opened up for anybody?
Felipe Esparza.
I never opened up for anybody. That's another thing why my career is really crazy. Like I never opened up for anybody.
But you're still newer, right?
No,
say
12
two.
years.
12
Oh, 12 years. So I thought you said 2.
years.
Sorry.
No, indeed.
How many years have you been in the band?
2 years.
Hey, but now you got that improv thing.
Yeah.
May come soon.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
My thing was kind of like I don't want to say luck, but I mean,
I know a lot of my friends that in the industry. They started opening up for people. I'm like, how y'all open up for people?
Yeah, like
You just keep pushing. And do you do a lot of like TikTok and Reels and stuff?
Yeah, I do that, man. It's getting tiresome, but that's kind of really what I want my whole thing to be anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm pushing for. Like to have.
yeah, because I see you
Content
bring
creator.
merch. You bring
Yeah.
merch to all your shows that
I really started just doing that though, and that's
Yeah.
been
Nice.
working out. I stole some stuff last night at the show, so each time I go on stage.
Is that the
No, this is somebody else.
oh okay, no, never mind.
That's what it is.
Because you have your own lighters. What is it?
Yeah. I got
That's
some
cool.
lighters, some jokes on it and shit like that.
What's it called? We talked about this with somebody, but it was like the whole Matt Rife thing, right? And Trevor Wallace thing, where they couldn't get past at still to this day at like
Yeah.
some of these comedy clubs,
Hollywood
and
Improv.
Hollywood Improv and stuff, and they were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna make. We don't need to get past if we're selling out tours." You know what I
Right.
mean? And so they were like, yeah, we're just gonna grow our social media following, and we're gonna sell out these venues on our own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you don't have to anymore. I think just keep doing your social media, and if people like you, they'll tell you. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's been coming to me so strong over the last couple of years. These, I hate to say stuff, but I feel like we being real. Like I like that. I'll go to the Punchline every Sunday. I'll go to Improv. I'll do everything. But it's crazy to see people freaking out when it's just like, bro, like. You just we all just gotta just do our own shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta do everything you gotta do it. And honestly, I kind of feel bad. I told somebody this, I don't know about, how y'all feel too. I felt bad in my first 5 years because at that time I didn't feel myself to be a comedian. Even though I was coming up with jokes, even though I was traveling, even though I was doing, at some point I told myself, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm a comedian now. Like I'm literally a comedian.
Yeah.
Like I'm not broke, so the money hasn't came yet, but yeah, I'm done. Like I'm here, So I want to do some man on the street stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing y'all. Did y'all see any of my man on the street videos?
No, I haven't.
Y'all want to do one?
Yeah.
You ready? Who want to do it?
I'll do it.
You gonna do it? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, you get 5 seconds, okay?
All right, let's do
I
it.
really want you to do it though. You can't
Okay.
back the fuck out.
All right.
5 seconds. I'm gonna ask you one question. You got to give me 3 answers, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Go.
3 things you put in your mouth. Go. Yeah, you lost. Now tell us why you lost.
I'm fucking dumb. I'll do. Hey, but you know what? I'll do shit like that because I run a TikTok page too.
Oh, yeah?
and I'm all about social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I love that shit. I used
love
to do man on the
people
street
too,
stuff
man.
too. I went viral. Over the pandemic because I was giving random strangers shots.
Oh, wow,
in the
that's
streets.
crazy. See that? Yeah.
So I would go to the store and buy buckets of
That's
alcohol
crazy.
and I would
Just get the world drunk, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I might do that.
Doing the world of service.
take that over because I don't do that no more.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I'm ahead of that.
Continue
See that?
the thing.
Remember, y'all. We got
Yeah, he said it.
Make
I
him
said
sign
it.
a waiver too.
it's dope that like you said, you haven't done that, but like you've moved to 3 different cities to do stand up. A lot of comics don't do that, man. It's a big, even for comics from here just to move to LA, it's like a big deal, and it takes them forever to finally make that, that jump.
I kind of make it. It's kind of crazy to say, but I think we making this thing. Our gigs too hard, man. Like, I love going up in front of these comedy clubs and do that, but I just done a show last night, bro. It was great, bro. It was a great opportunity to be there. I was, what I told myself, I'm gonna kiss her ass just as much as the people at the comedy clubs ass I kiss. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna kiss my own ass and go pass out my own stuff. Like Matt Wright and them, like they right. Like, why are we waiting for people to give us opportunity? We have the material, we got the bit. I'm not saying close the door and all of those things.
Exactly.
I'm
not grinding.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna still do it, but I'm gonna definitely do my shit too. So if I'm gonna go here at this comedy club, sit here for an hour once a week, let me sit here in my own thing and also write my stuff up, because I want to do that anyway. Like, why are we waiting for people to put us in movies? We got cameras, we got our own shit. Like, I want to do this sitcom. I want to do something about a dog. I want to do something about landing in the bed with a girl. Like, I want to do something with, who I like? People, I wonder if y'all know that. Y'all know who I like? I like Shanae.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah, from Martin.
Yeah, people don't know Martin, man. Martin Shanae. I love that character. I love all his characters he did, but I wish he would bring that show back, So I don't know about wearing a wig and all that stuff like that, but I love that character. I wish I could do something different like that with that character.
I mean, like a bunch of different people started doing that on like online and stuff like this.
Cholo Fit.
Frankie Kiona's guys, like a bunch of different ones, but then also like a lot of black content creators back when Instagram was like, when it was hard to get like 100,000 followers. They was doing like, I remember this dude, he had braces, I forget what his name was, but he used to be doing hella different stuff, and he was like showing up. He's like when your girl hella mad at you, he was like, what? Like,
he was funny.
Yeah,
he was funny.
I haven't seen him in a while, but he was doing stuff like that. And HaHa Davis did different stuff. But then there's always these negative stereotypes like I don't want to put a wig on, I want to put a dress on. And then you see like a dude who got a big following on Instagram. He got like 120,000 followers, and he got a dress on, but he like argued with himself because he's like, you gonna get the abortion or not? He was like, no, I ain't getting it. What the hell? So it's
so that's the thing. Like, we were talking about Frankie. Like, I remember he had already done TV a few times before that video went viral. Yeah. But once that video went viral, that's what took him to the top.
See that? Yeah.
It wasn't even the shows. Yeah. It's like, sometimes you just got to find your. It could be a video where you ask someone the man on the street shit that goes viral, and then that's like, oh, he also does comedy.
And
cool.
you go on tour, like it's crazy. So I'm starting to now, definitely within this year, just be like, okay, like what's gonna make me happy, and like doing stuff like this makes me happy. Like, I'm having fun doing this right here, and this, so. Yeah.
One question I had, like, you moved to a bunch of different spots. What made you decide, like, I'm gonna move up to the Bay Area from New Orleans? Like, what made you decide?
I already had an opportunity to move up here. I had an opportunity to move up here. I already had came up here. Bro, I'm telling y'all once again, I'm not smart. I didn't know San Francisco was next to Oakland. Like, I thought when I got here, people was like, oh, we're going to go to Oakland. I'm like, we're going to get on another plane and go somewhere. Like, I didn't know it was right across. So you guys got, I'm in Concord. I could go to San Jose. I could go to Walnut Creek. I could go to Sacramento. Like, you could go to LA.
LA's only a 6-8 hour drive.
I could go there every weekend if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to move. New Orleans is just New Orleans. So I didn't want to be in LA. I had an opportunity to stay up here, and I was just like, I did like it up here, and I was like, you know what? Just let me go ahead and take it.
Our plane ride to fucking Vegas if you wanted.
Yeah, that's cheap too. Plane to Vegas, to Denver, to Dallas. I got 2 weeks ago. I went to Dallas for like $60. Like Google Flights. Yeah, Google Flights. You know what I'm saying?
Which airport? I mean, which flight? I mean, which
Frontier.
Airline? Frontier?
Yeah, it was Frontier. Okay. Yeah, it was good though. It was boop boop. That was it. Yeah. They doing a lot of Kill Tony style down there.
Yeah.
So
do you like that style?
You know what? Going back to what we was talking about, I don't know how I feel about when someone is doing something and everybody starts doing it. Yeah. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, even though I want to do this bit about the gay dudes hitting on me in the car, but it's just like so many people have that bit. Yeah. So where like it's hard to know when to do something. So it's not like I like the Kill Tony one for sure, but now to see everybody try to replicate it, it's like it loses its sauce to me, and it's just like, bro, like not. I don't know what to say about that because that could work and it cannot work. But to me, right off the bat, I don't know. I feel kind of weird about it.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where like my buddy, he's a musician too. We had him on the podcast. He was talking about how he went on. It was like Mexico's version of America's Got Talent, and it's like. I'd do it, but it's like I don't know if I want my legacy to be a guy that started on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just want.
What's his name? Theo Vaughn. He started on Road Rules, and he has trouble with that now. Like he doesn't want to be known as the guy that started out some MTV show. You know?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
roll.
It was some show on MTV. It was like competitions where they did like.
Well, he's still Theo.
It was one of the two first reality
Real
shows
World,
they had
Road
on
Rules,
MTV, Real World and Road Rules.
Because I do this joke too, it's like eating ass, and it's just like people go, oh, everybody got that bit, and it's just like, dang, like I kind of already been working on this bit too, though. But I ain't get this from nobody. Like,
I also keep doing it.
Yeah. Just make it.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, just make it more you. Just make it more unique. Just more authentic about what you did or what you doing here and stuff like that. Because people, because I was some like I got several different jokes about everybody talks about dating. Everybody talks about dating apps, but then like I talk about I go this way and the other people like I just one dating app that shit was shit, and then he's going this way, and I'm just like, all right, okay, watch me do my version of this dating app and watch it do well. So it's just you making it more authentic to you in your personal life.
And I like the whole. I mean, if you go to LA, you see a lot of people in the industry from different parts. Up here in the Bay Area, you being from New Orleans, like you're like a unicorn to us.
Yeah.
Your accent, all that. It's like, whoa, this dude's from out of town, and that alone, I think, captures people's attention.
I be trying to sound like y'all, man. I'm tired of talking like this. Yeah, I am though, man.
Just say hella.
I be trying. You know what? So this is something. So once again, this is how I see the world. This might be wrong. I noticed that a lot of people have that white undertone up here, like that white voice kind of speaking. Like nobody here has it. Everybody here talk regular.
Yeah.
But like everybody else, like in San Francisco, if you Asian, Indian, black, white, they got that
code switching.
You know what? So code switching, I thought was at work. No, these motherfuckers keep this.
That's because in San Francisco, you got to keep the code on.
I think they just drop their accents and cultural references are. I think it just becomes naturally them.
Yeah, because that's you said Asian, Indian, and then most of those are the people who working in tech or usually like work out there and live in San Francisco. So that becomes their
who they are naturally.
Instead of like it used to be code switching, now it's just who they are, so they can assimilate, become part of that.
Because I talk like my family. You know what I'm saying? All of us sound retarded. You know what I'm saying? You know. No, we do. All of us sound terrible. So like, and other like the Jacksons, they all sound like the. So I'm like, when I see black people, I'm like, so do your whole family speak? Like I don't say it like up front. You know what I'm saying? They go, what are you? They'll make me think I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, come on, look at your voice. Like you hear that shit.
You should be like, hey, bro. You should be like, hey, bro, you ain't at work no more. You can talk to me normal. That's how you.
Have you ever seen the movie Sorry to Bother You?
No, I never saw that.
Oh man,
amazing.
Danny Glover,
that's a perfect example.
Talking to the main character, they're working at a call center where they're asking people to buy insurance or whatever it was, and he's just like, look, if you want to get promoted, you have to use your white voice. And then the guy goes, well, I mean, I went to college. No, not that. And then like observe. So he calls. And the voice that comes out of Danny Glover is not his own voice. It's like a white guy voicing over him, like dubbing.
It's dubbed. It's dubbed.
Y'all gotta see me.
It was made here in San Leandro too.
No, it was in Oakland.
Okay.
They actually went to one of the bars that used to do shows at a bunch.
Spice Monkey.
No, not Spice Monkey. Layover. Yeah. That's closed now. I remember after they shot it and they dropped the movie, I think the pandemic hit like a few months later, and then it closed down and it never reopened. But yeah, they shot it.
Hey, man, we're close to the end now, bro. We appreciate you coming out here, man, talking to us, bro. We'd like to work with you again in the future.
Yeah.
Before you go, though, tell like listeners like where they can find your social medias or anything you want to plug.
Yeah, guys, if y'all want to.
This won't come out for like a month, so anything you want to plug in the future.
We can clip it up though. You got something.
Clip it out. We'll send it to you.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all follow me on Instagram. It's ed20black. If you Google
that camera right.
Oh, hey, how y'all doing? If you Google, follow me on Instagram, ed20black. If you Google Ed Black Comedy, all my handles will pop up, and that's cool. And then guys, y'all like and subscribe, and y'all wait for I'm gonna do some man on the street stuff coming up this year. I just wanted to be right, so y'all just stay tuned. Yeah.
And that's Ed with one D. You know, one D, not double D like Ed and Eddie. Just Ed with one D.
Yeah, thank y'all. You know, thank y'all for having me, man.
Thank you for coming out, bro.
Thank you so much, man. This was fun.
We look forward to working with you again.
Hell yeah.
For real.
Y'all better call me back, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I was about to say, see this man at Copper Spoon sometimes in a future show on at the San Jose Improv. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Thank y'all. Yeah, all over the bay.
That's been the Voice Party, man.
And we're out.
That was good.